Welcome back to Olson Speed Shop. We're going to take a break from the hot rod. We've kind of skipped some. I have videos that I'll post later on the rear end, but the rear end's basically ready to go. It's together. All the axles are in. It's got new axles put together. Tubes are bare because we got to weld some brackets on for the 4-link. But we're going to take a little break from this hot rod because we picked up a new project. We've got basically, you could call it a barn find, 68 Camaro. This isn't our car. We're working on it for a client. The guy that owns it bought it brand new in 1968. He's the original owner. He quit driving it in around, well, from what I can tell, about 1980. And it's got 78,000 original miles on it. It's an SS. Big block SS. Hasn't run for at least 25 years. Probably more than that. Stopped driving it around in about 1980. If you look at this, I can't really tell, but the last registration was inside the car was 1979, and this is a 1980, I'm assuming, sticker. So I think that's when it stopped driving. The guy that owns it is a retired Salt Lake police officer. He had a patrol car and he had another car, and he didn't need to drive this, so he basically stopped driving it just because he didn't have a need for it. So it is rare to find one in this shape. It's been garaged most of its life. It's been a year or two outside while house was being built. But if you look inside it, it is pretty dang nice. Has a few issues. So the guy wants me, here you can see 78,000 miles. Let's see, can you see that? Those are original. And look at here. Found the original window sticker in it. Interesting. SS option for the big block and the SS badges, $263. Option to get the turbo hydromatic, as they call it, with probably the turbo 400, I imagine, $237. So total, back in 1968, it had $900 options, and the total for the car was $3,743 for an SS big block Camaro. What we're gonna do with it is we're gonna get it running for him. So we're gonna go through get the motor ready to start. We'll put some Marvel Mystery Oil down in the cylinders. We will prime the oil pump, get oil up throughout the motor again. So get that running for him. We're going to go through the brakes, of course, replace all the brake lines, the wheel cylinders, probably the master cylinder. It has power drum brakes, so it's got drum brakes all the way around, but it does have the power booster, which I know there's quite a few 68 Camaros that had that. These are the original wheels. He doesn't have the hubcaps. He's lost them, but we'll acquire some of them. Basically, it was just the dog dish hubcaps on it. I've just degreased the motor, so I'm going to power wash that. But as you can see, this is like a timepiece. Go back to the era in 1968, but with the age shown. This is truly unmolested, other than he did tow a little fishing boat with it. So that's there. But as far as radio, wiring, it's all original. Original AM radio. I think it cost $40 to get that radio back in 1968. It had a black vinyl top, which I think the best thing to do, because he doesn't want to go through the body on this, and I wouldn't either. I mean, it's a true survivor, original paint. We will polish it as good as we can, but I think I'm gonna try to talk him into putting the black vinyl roof back on. Have a nice vinyl roof put back on it, and fix the little things here and there that need it. But we're gonna make it mechanically sound, safe to drive, pretty much the way it was driving back in 1968, and let him go have some fun with it. The gentleman is in his 80s, and he just wants to get it on the road and have some fun. So we can do that. I mean, look at this. This thing sat for 30 years, and if you can look at that oil, it is red. It is nice. That's the transmission oil, and the guy kept up on his maintenance. He just didn't have a need for the car. It probably was one of those things where, oh, I don't have insurance on the car, and so I don't drive it. And it sits, and then it sits, and it sits, and then the gas goes bad, and then you just don't drive it. And life gets in the way. But what an awesome project, right?
Yeah.
Isaac agrees. We've got another project in the background there, a little S10 we just picked up. And that one's a 2004.
94.
It's got a rod knock, sorry, not a 2004, 1994. Got a rod knock, but it's got 97,000 original miles on it. And we'll go through the engine on that. And that'll be my winter driver commute. So, as you can see, this is the fun that we're gonna have, and we'll show some videos along the way, go through the brakes. Today I'm hoping to clean it up enough to get it in the garage. We're gonna do a quick scrub on the engine just to get some of the grease and dust off. Then we'll do a quick scrub on the car, get the dust off it, get it in the garage, get it up on jack stands, and hopefully by the end of today we'll have the gas tank out, the radiator out, send them to the shop to get steam cleaned, pressure tested, make sure there's no leaks in them, and then we'll start in on the brakes tomorrow. Pull off the wheels, check the drums, see what we need to get, wheel cylinders, brake hardware, rubber lines, that's a for sure, and possibly a master cylinder. Right now the brake pedal goes to the floor, but it could just be a leak. I haven't even looked into it. We got this home the other night, we threw it in the garage, and I haven't touched it till today. So tune in, subscribe, and see where we go from this. Thanks for watching.